What's up, Brett? What are you doing?
For a while, DJs in hip hop kind of were forgotten about, and the MC had all the attention, you know? DJs were breaking records over the radio. DJs were the ones doing the scratches on the vinyl. DJs were actually producing a lot of these songs, but for some reason they weren't getting a lot of the credit.
You cannot do a party without a DJ. No way, no how. If a rapper comes to the party, he can't do anything because there's no DJ there. You know, there's no DJ there. And whoops.
The DJ is the focal point of hip hop, okay? And basically, we're the beat makers, we're the entertainers, okay? And the thing of it is, when you don't have the DJ, you lose your backbone. You know, it's just, I mean, hip hop is not gonna stand complete. You have your B-boys, and you have your MCs, and you have your street entrepreneurs. You have everybody that talk hip hop, walk hip hop. But if you don't have the backbone of it, or you don't know the 5 elements of hip hop, then you're not going anywhere.
People don't really understand the whole art of being a disc jockey. I mean, I don't even like to use the term disc jockey, man. I like to call myself an entertainer because I have to move a room for like 2 to 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Playing all the songs they love and keeping the intensity up.
I've never thought about it as being a musician. I thought about it as being like a DJ. You come to my party, you hear my music, whatever problems that you have, whether it be your wife, your mother, your father, school, your girlfriend, whatever. I want you to come to my party and forget about whatever problems that you have at that particular time. Let me play some music for you and let me ease your mind about all the problems that you have. I probably won't make you forget about your problems, but I can like ease your mind on all the problems that you go through every day, you know?
As a DJ who play clubs can actually change people's moods and stuff, where the way they play hip hop, you know, they would be bobbing their head saying, oh, that's the joint and everything, where he would change it and play reggae, and then these guys would be looking for meat, you know? I mean, yeah, be looking for girls, and then, you know, and then one time I was DJing with my boys, and he was playing reggae and stuff, and this dude just comes up to the DJ booth, he's like, yo, I give you mad props, man. I met this girl, and yo, you playing reggae, yo, you the man. I mean, yo, the DJ could introduce you to a girl off anything, you know, and stuff. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things that DJs can do.
You communicate through your music, you know, like you could get, plenty of times I was in the crowd and just listening to somebody, I was like, damn, you know, I know what he's thinking on this, you know?
I've seen people bob their heads, and I've seen people like get totally moved that they're jumping up and down and they just can't believe it, and they close their eyes, they're like, damn, you know, like that. And I've seen people just, you know, get so, you know, take this more than, it's like, I can't, there's no words to describe it anymore.
Rhythm, it's rhythm, rhythmatic sounds, man. And that's what I created. And I mean, when you apply that to a party and you have everybody dancing to it, it's incredible.
Some people will actually just dance and really just get into the music, and some people just watch. And
they'll still be really into it.
Yeah.
But at first, if you're not used to that, you're thinking, oh, they're not dancing. They must hate what we're playing. But really, they're just people like me. I'll get out on the floor and dance. He's not the type of person to go, you know, do spins on the floor. He'll just stand back and analyze the music and listen to it. And he's still just as equally into it as I am.
Yeah, it's a good sign. I think I think that it's really interesting, and it's really better a lot of times when people are actually just watching and listening, because you know they're really hearing what you're doing, and they're really like paying attention to everything that's going into everything that you're doing. Because a lot of times we play a lot of records and we're doing a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that people don't really catch. So the people that are really like paying attention are the ones that are really getting the full show and are really getting the most out of it. So it's.
But then without the dancers, you completely
you lose the energy.
When they boo you, that was the wrong record to put on. Nah, you gotta kind of like feel your crowd, man. It's like you have some DJs that just go out there and say, hey, whatever I play is gonna be the shit and they're gonna like it. You know, you can't have an attitude like that, man. I mean, people used to hearing what they're used to hearing, you know? So you have to be compassionate to what they like, but then add your own twist to it.
I know when I'm doing something that I like and that moves me, but then if other people like it, that moves me too. So you kind of engage both. But it feels best when it's something that you're like, yeah, I did the right thing, and then everybody else responds like, you did the right thing.
Sometimes when we mix at a club, we would have like 4 turntables, and it would just be, the energy's there, you know?
You gotta find everybody, because like if there was like 3 or 4 people, 5 people up on the turntables, and it kind of like everybody's up there, one's being a beat, snare, hi-hat, or whatever like that, and it might sound like noise like for the first couple of bars just because everybody's trying to find something, you know? But then you get to a point where everybody's now like, you know, like everybody's like in that zone.
There's times when I get into my DJing and I forget that I'm at a party, or I forget I'm on the radio, or I'm at a concert, because the music just takes you sometimes, and the rhythms it takes you. And sometimes, you know, if you're a DJ, you can relate to this. If you're a DJ, sometimes when you feel what you're doing, nothing else can mess you up. Nothing can get in your way. If you're really feeling what you're doing, you're like, man, I'm rocking.
You know, like if you're practicing by yourself or something like that, and you've hit upon something that you might not have been doing before or something like that, so you'll just kind of get in the zone. You'll keep trying to repeat the pattern over and over and over again to get something. You get in a rhythm, and you feel if they answer the phone, or you know, if your mom calls you or something, it's like, not right now. You know, I'm in this zone thing. You know, I don't think you'd call it a zone, but yeah, it's.
I do.
Would you call it a zone?
Yeah, I call it a zone. That happens.
How do you know when you're there?
You just know, you just feel it.
Yeah,
you just
you feel
everything
it.
you do, you're just
flows.
flowing.
It just flows.
You're just flowing. You don't have to think about it.
I think it's spiritual. The connection, it's just like you don't have to talk. We don't talk to each other. We rarely say, you know, like on stage. I mean, I can look, you know, make eye contact and know what he's thinking, and I can't really put it into words, but
Telepathy.
Yeah.
When I come up with routines, I think that I seriously believe that it's not just me. Like, it's definitely a higher being making me move my hands a certain way, and cause sometimes, you know, I'll be cutting. I don't know. I'm one to give credit to God a lot, because I feel that I really don't feel that. I think it's just pompous for me to believe that it's just me doing it.
I feel that way on stage when, you know, people are watching, and you just, yeah, you're right. You are in a zone. You're like in your own world. I mean, nothing exists around you but what you're doing, and it's just, I guess, another way of leaving our body and tapping into something extra, you know.